I was like, I should not even remember. They don't take it as a big
I
deal.
do. Mi ninakumbuka kwa sababu the money that you need is also the money that I
Yeah.
need.
Me, what I did is those small monies, I also just tell you I don't have. Unless you're asking for credit. I just send me 50 bob. Hi, welcome back to another episode, the T's and Q's with your host Shiko.
I'm Sharon. She's so pretty. She's so pretty and she's saying, welcome back to another episode. You're just looking at her smile.
Yeah, I'm excited.
She looks really nice. You look very good today.
Thank you. And you're wearing my favorite color.
You
Mustard
don't say.
I love mustard.
I know someone else who loves mustard.
How are you?
I'm very good, thank you. How are you doing?
I am great.
Mm-hmm.
Though not so great, but well, it's been a crazy week. But I'm glad it's
Think
over.
We're
going to to the weekend, so I'm excited.
Nice,
Yeah.
nice. Anyway, me, it's been tiring. I feel so tired. Guys, we also get tired, Sissy Kama hosts, by the way.
Yeah,
it's not all the time we have energy. And I just want to eat and sleep. But here we are.
Yeah, we are here for you. We have to keep you coming back. So
we need to give you content. Yeah.
Yes. And we really love to hear from you as well. So talk to us.
Yeah, it will be important. Remember when you keep on saying, G, tell us in the comments. Tell us in the comments. Stop thinking about it. Just write it.
And don't be afraid. Just say. We don't judge. We listen and we don't judge. that is never going to grow old. I feel like it's always going to be with us. It's safe space. Talk to us.
Yeah.
So yeah, we love hearing from you. Just reading your comments. It also gives us the energy to keep coming back and giving you nice stories. So yay.
Get into our DMs, look for us, tell us if you have a very long story to share. We will feature it. If you would like us to share your name as well, good. If not, then we won't share. But definitely give us your stories, guys. We need to hear. Like, that's the essence of why we are here, to just listen, and we listen to each other, right?
Yes, to each other.
We listen and talk to each other. And then I remember it's just Shiko and I who are talking. But if you want to join us, if you want to be a guest, you can shoot your shots.
Also, if you have something that you want to share and you want, we can host you, and we would love to do that as well.
Absolutely.
So today's topic is very
important.
Very sensitive and also sensitive to some people.
Yeah, it's quite sensitive and important at the same time.
Very important.
If it's not on the same level of importance and sensitivity,
we are sorry.
Yeah. Kizungu pia sometimes it's for the owners. Okay.
So today we have something that is quite interesting, and I feel like a lot of people don't openly discuss it, and it's just how we deal with money and friendship. Like, and it's a lot of things. It's a lot. So this one, if you're having hot water, I think maybe you want to keep it, get some ice. Put some ice.
Put ice in your water.
Yeah, get it, because it's gonna be hot. So I think money is something that it's wide.
Yeah,
it's big. But I feel like when it comes to dealing with friends, it's a bit complicated, because people don't usually openly come and say, oh, this is how we're gonna be.
Yeah.
When we are friends. So it's just things that happen, it grows, and there are different sort of things that come in between. So it's either you're going out, you're having lunch, you're having a business, it's all rounded. So I think my first curious question that I would like to ask is, how do you deal when you're going out? Because this is something we do a lot with friends.
Yeah.
do you get to discuss if you're going out to maybe lunch or it's clubbing? How do you deal with bills?
Ooh, guys. Personally, I carry my own money. I would never agree to go out on anything, even a date or whatever it is, a hangout with friends. I would never agree to go out if I don't have my own money. Because I feel like, my friend has asked me to go. Let's go eat. Let's go have fun. But then what happens if my friend goes to the loo and they never come back?
Oh, yeah.
What happens if maybe bank imekwama?
Imekata, it's true.
So I always carry my own money. What I usually find very sensitive about such situations is, you said let's go out. Me, I've invited you. If I invite someone, then I expect to be the one to pay.
Take care. Yeah, that's what I
But
actually
you-
wanted to hear.
You invite me and then umenipeleka wapi fogo gaucho, tumekula steaks na masji nini, bill imekuja 17K, and you're like, so who's paying?
You're paying. You invited me.
Exactly. Do you know those people? Those friends were like, menda mmekula mmejibamba, and they're like, guys, who's paying?
Oh, no, I can't have that. So I think this is also something we don't do. I feel like even when I'm inviting, okay, so if I'm intentionally inviting someone for lunch, I'll say, let's go out for lunch and I'll pay. Now I'll assume, though you're saying, I'll assume because I'm the invitee, I'm the inviter, because I want to spend time with you, then I'll say, I'll pay. But if I know I can't pay for both of us and I still really want to have lunch with you, then I'll tell you, everyone, their bill is on you. And then we can now discuss which places can we go. If it's not in your budget, then I'm like it's okay to say, pia usijikaze hapo umepelekwa meza. Bill inakuja 5,000 and you're like, I can't pay. So I think, and maybe the other person also didn't plan. Yeah. So I don't know the dynamic. Do you guys discuss how the bill sharing is when you go out? Because this is something we often do, but do you really discuss, or you just go and whatever happens? If your friend pays. If decided to cost share, because I feel like it's just there.
And then there's this thing where people go out in groups, and there's always that one friend who is a bit well off than everyone. So the whole group has eaten, and now we're all looking at our friend.
And then everyone else is just on their phone. The bill is there.
Amemtext amemwambia inaitwaje, Oga with funds.
Oga
with funds atulipe.
But I feel like that's unfair. Like you shouldn't. If the person, she or he, says lunch on me, there's that statement. Like, let's go and eat lunch on me. That's very. I will say. Like I have a friend who did that for us. What's the name of that hotel? But I was ordering. I know it's someone else's money, but I also feeling
order na decorum.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't want to now overdo because it's not my bill. Yeah. So that one, she was very clear. Like, you guys come. She was coming. She lives in the States. So it's like, I'm having my friends. It's on me. She was very clear. So wewe fika tu hapo. Dinner was on her. So there's that. And then there's the one woman that were laughing. Now you start taking selfies. Now you feel like going to the washroom. We see you.
You umekula umeshiba. Ndio nakumbuka you need to take pictures. Hey, wait. No, that's a bad habit.
That's a
actually.
bad one.
Yeah, it's important to say exactly what's going on, especially when you're going out with friends. Sema, I have invited you guys. I'll pay for everything. Okay, if it's cost sharing, guys, let's go to such and such a place. We haven't hung out in a while. My budget is 2K.
Yeah.
And I suggest we go here.
Yeah. So that's exactly. It makes sense.
Yeah. So that people also know my budget is 2K. So that means you're obviously just going to pay for yourself. And if you're going to order, it's going to be ordering something that's like within your budget.
Within your budget.
That's not going to surpass your budget.
Yes.
Kwa sababu me, I am that friend. If you say budget, your budget is 2K. And I look at the receipt and you have bought food worth 21.30. You will tafuta hiyo
130, right?
Fuliza the 130. Yeah. Look for that, because that's what you said and that's what you committed to.
Yeah.
You don't want a situation where you're just saying things and assuming, making assumptions.
Yeah, you guys tell us. I feel like this is it's just the same way, like even like other relationships. People really talk about how we are going to be spending our money. So with friends, I feel like we should make it a bit more open and just say, hey, you guys, it's like this.
Yeah,
it's like this. Ama unani invite nata wewe wenye hauna pesa. So you're the
ni wewe una invite mtu, umesuggest restaurant, mmefika, mmekula, alafu you're like, see you pay.
You got us.
Don't invite unless you're paying. If you're inviting but you can't pay for everyone, say it.
Because you can put someone in a very awkward position.
Exactly.
Very awkward.
Yes, we are friends, but still, kuwa na some sort of understanding of everything and how things work. There's a friend of mine who usually tells me that she invites me out and we go eat and she pays. She's good people. And she likes all these high-end places. If she's going for lunch, she wants to go for lunch at Sankara. She wants to do things Jiwapi. So she's those kind of people. And she understands that, she and I are not on the same level. But there was a time I was like, let me take you out. And then she's like, take me out for what? Yeah. Take me out for what? I had to be specific so that she knows, because she's a Sankara kind of person. I had to I wasn't trying to get to her level, but I was like, you know what I can afford is shawarma. So let me take you out for shawarma. And that's actually really nice. It's okay to just mention it, because sometimes I think we feel that our friends are too rich or too high end to be treated by us, but we can't actually afford to treat them. Yeah,
you just say that. And this isn't confident, but I won't mention who they are. It's the awkwardness of now feeling like you can't match their level, because this person is always taking you out, buying your stuff, but now you feel like you can't match what they're doing, and now you feel like your friendship is becoming awkward, and every time they even invite you for something, you're like, I don't even want to go. Now there's that space. So probably maybe they don't feel, because they understand where you are, they're not even feeling what you think you're feeling. And you're there avoiding hangouts, avoiding the dates, just because you feel like you can't match what they're offering, and also feeling like every time they're the ones paying the bills. So how do you this one I'm asking the person who spends, do you ever feel like you're doing too much for this friend, or are you comfortable? Because I don't know, I'm a bit curious. And also it comes with communication, like you just openly say, me, I'm feeling a bit off. I don't know. I'm curious, because there are people who love spending. I think the fact that they invite you and they do things for you, it's because they love you as a friend and they love hanging out with you. So it shouldn't make you feel off that they want to hang out with you. That would be my take. I'll say it's okay.
Yeah, it's okay to understand levels. At the same time, it's also okay to just give information of what you can and can't do. Just communicate it. And if you're the one who is always paying and you feel like, I've paid too much, this one is not even going to try and do something for me, not even one. Trust me, they are thinking about it, they just don't know how to. But you just need to tell them. You need to show them that, I've been doing this so much. See, hata siku moja unipeleke lunch. You see, just mention it. It's on a light note.
Yeah, true. And also just showing you the possibilities and nice things of having money. Imagine you're just there looking yourself and feeling like you can't go anywhere, and someone is here happily enjoying your company. So don't feel awkward. Like enjoy your friend's money.
Your friend loves
Be happy for how him that they're doing well and they're happy to enjoy it with you. So it's a good thing. Don't feel bad about it.
Yeah. And speaking of enjoying your friend's money, there are those situations where we find ourselves asking our friends for money, and I feel like that's such a delicate concept.
It is,
because you can now imagine that you're in a situation and you've asked your friend to help you. Then next week you're in another situation and it's always you asking your friend to help you. There's the feeling of, oh yeah, guy, it's always me who's asking. When will she ever like rely on me for something? And then there's the aspect of, are you asking and are you giving back this money?
Oh yeah.
And how is your friend feeling
about it? I personally, how I take the one for asking money is, if someone asks me for money and say, give me a loan of this amount and I'll pay it back, I expect you to pay it back, no matter how small. But if you just say, give me, like you don't say it's a loan, sometimes I always look at it. So don't take advantage of me just because I'm saying this. If you say, I need some money, give me. So you've not stated if it's a loan or not. I might not expect it back. But if it's a lot of money, I will ask, is it a loan or not? Because you could just be needing 1,000, 2,000, 3,000. That maybe I am okay just giving it. It's fine. And then and it's one time, it's not all the time. There's also the difference. And you could be asking a loan for a biashara that you know it will come back, you'll pay. So it's always, unajua, there's this friend, she has cash flow that I can always, ask and I'll return, ask and return. So I feel like it's also, and if this person is not complaining, then it's okay.
Yeah.
But I think also we don't make it clear that, okay, this is, some people don't and some are okay. Personally, if we are friends and I'm in a position to help you, I will come through for you. What I do not tolerate is you ask me, tell me I'm going to pay you back on this date, and that's how you disappear and never talk to me. That one, if you say you're going to pay back, atakama it's 10 shillings, just pay it back.
Yeah.
That one, I feel like it's just being truthful and honoring the friendship. Because I know next time you ask, you'll pay. Or I know next, because if you ask me today, like, hey, I mean, maybe at your siku it's even bad trouble, but because you asked one time and you never paid, you think I'll give you again?
No, absolutely not.
So I feel like if you ask and you want to pay it back, pay it back. But if you know you're not going to pay it back, just say, I won't pay it back anytime soon. Also that clarification.
Yeah.
I'll pay back in 3 months, I'll give you back in 2 months, I'll give you at the end of the month, I'll give you maybe next year, because
it's also
sometimes
important.
situation is just not, so that mimi nikikupatia najua, okay, this is money I do not expect anytime soon. If it comes, well, I think it's ile nimekopea pesa, but I'm like, I need my money back. So I'm there texting you nini, and maybe you actually don't even have it. So making it clear when you're asking money, it's, I think, the big thing. Like, just say, I need it, but I'm not giving back anytime soon.
The importance is clarity. If it's a loan, make sure you say it's a loan. If you would like to just be given money, but still,
I know,
don't. No, you can't just sit down and say, please, I just give, like, get a job.
Because there's those who asked and they never, like, inapotea too, like, and most people like that don't ever ask for a lot. They ask for those small monies, and I feel as if send you 200,
send you 300.
Yeah, you don't feel like ati sasa unaweza rudisha ile 300. So those people, me naona nika they have a skill. They ask you for too small money, you'll feel not necessary to ask. But also, when you count over time, it's a lot.
Yeah. But then it's about if you ask for 200, then next week you've asked for 100, then the other week umeniitisha kaso nne.
It's becomes a habit and not a good habit for that
Me,
matter.
I will combine all that money and tell
Like
you,
now your
fine.
total is this.
Okay, now you owe me, and it's coming with interest because we can't keep on doing this. That's something I do.
Oh,
to be
like,
honest, I do. Yeah, I tell my
interest.
friends, if I'm giving you money, then you're going to give it back with interest. Especially those ones who want, Sharon, uko na kaso, uko na ka 50, uko na ka
Those ones,
nitumie.
because are those two small ones.
Eh.
I was like, I should not even remember. They don't take it as a big deal.
I do. Mi ninakumbuka kwa sababu the money that you need is also the money that I need.
Me, what I did is those small monies, I also just tell you I don't have. Unless you're asking for credit. I just send me 50 bob.
Unanirudishia na 10%. Ninazicombine zote.
Do you know I got this is something that has happened to me. I got used to someone asking me the 200, the 150. I got to a point, mimi mwenye sina, I fully had 200 for this guy, and I'm like, hey, yo, what are you doing? Like, what are you doing? No, you know the way someone asks you 100 bob here, you send 200 here. I'm like, why am I fully 200 for someone I also don't have? I'm literally going negative for you, and it's money you never pay back. No, that's when I was like, check. No, don't do. No,
we're not doing that. No. Yeah.
So squeezing it to sina, hata mi sina.
And people need to understand sometimes. Okay, yeah, I might be in a big house, but sina, imagine. Nilibudget vizuri, nikanunua chakula ya mwezi, nikalipa rent, na ikaisha. Mi sina, but my house is pretty, but sina. It's that understanding that's very, very important. Alafu mkumbuke, if you're asking and it's a loan, make sure to say it's a loan.
And if it's a timeline for paying, and if you and you've not paid, say, I'm sorry, it's not, I'll pay, give me some more time.
Exactly.
But this one for just going quiet and expecting, imagine one day you'll need this person again. And then what will happen?
Now imagine if you've loaned someone 10K. Yes, you're going through a lot of trials and tribulations, and you can't even fathom how you're going to pay back this money, and you don't tell this person, and then they Asiad you. What? Yeah, right. Yeah. Just communicate and say this and this is going on. This is happening, and this is my situation. I would so gladly be happy if you would be understanding to give me a little bit more time. Okay, so mnaongea hii maneno tutashinda, tunawaambia mara ngapi? Communication because is quite important,
because those things will affect very good friendship and just make it bad, because you're like, hata labda unanipigia we hang out and I'm like, this one just wants another load. Imagine I'm ignoring you and probably you just want us to hang out. And because you did something that made me feel some type of way about you, then I'm just like, no. So pay up. Kama uko na loan na unajua unaweza lipa,
lipa. Na si ati pia unaonekana unajibamba.
And I've remembered that ka feeling, she has more, so she doesn't need it. I think maybe that entitles some other people not to pay back. Like si ako nayo, so hata nikimtumia.
She doesn't.
That's really. Also not cool.
Yeah,
that's not a cool behavior. Because I feel like there are people who take advantage of their friends who are doing well.
Yeah,
and you're like, send me 10K, send me 5K, and then you never pay, you never acknowledge, you never, because you say nakuna tuna pesa. No, that's not cool.
Yeah.
You don't know what I've sacrificed to give you that 10K.
I understand. I earn what, $5,000 in a month, but still that doesn't give you the right to borrow $1,000 and not give it back
and get used to just asking.
Yeah. Because Mimi, I knew that's what my salary is. I know this is how much I'm making, and this is how I'm going to budget it. In my budget, there's usually I'm keeping this for my friend, just in case they ask me. Yeah,
there's no
unless kwa budget yako
friends.
Kama kwa budget yako you usually include friends loans. You have to rethink your budget, or if you feel like your budget is okay the way it is, then okay, good for you. Just tell us how that's working out for you.
And this brings me to I know someone who give loans to people as a sort of business. But now how do you, I don't know, I'd like to know if you're doing it as a business and you have a friend who's asking, like, do you feel like you'll give them, because there's difference between I'm giving you as a friend, if I give you 5K, just give me back 5K. But you're doing it as a business. If you're lending it to a friend, do you lend it as a business or do you lend it as a friend? I don't know. I've never done it. I don't know someone, if you're doing a business and you do this, how do you go about that? Because I feel like it will bring a different dynamic and it can affect you as a person. Because if you have a bad experience with a friend, will it even affect how you do it with other people? Because I feel like strangers do better than friends. If you lend it to a stranger, they might do a better job at paying it back than a friend who you're close with.
True. And my mom did something like that at some point in her life. She used to lend money to people, and there was a friend of ours, I think she was a mom to my brother's classmate, and she went and took a loan from my mom. Let me tell you, my mom chased this woman for a year. For 1 year. Karibu niseme here. For 1 whole year, my mom was just chasing after this woman to pay back the money that she had borrowed. And ikakuwa vita, they had to bring the husbands into it. Sijui people, the chief, nini, and every other person that she was loaning, every other stranger that she gave money to, gave back.
But this
with interest, as they had agreed. But now the friend of her friend was hata alikuwa anakusema rudishi hiyo pesa
ikumsaidia. Anakuambia guy ati kumsaidia na arudishi.
No.
That's even bad.
And stop bad mouthing people. If someone has money that belongs to you, I think it's only relevant that you talk to them. And also, if you have money that belongs to someone, it's also very, very relevant
instead
that you
other people
talk to them. Instead of going and telling people and coming to social media to blast your friend if you don't know the story.
Cool. I don't like what's going on with us here. Like, it's okay, you've done a mistake, but why are you putting people, like, I personally, I didn't enjoy that moment. I'm like, I've read something, I don't know if it's a true story, but I've just read, but gossips, that she took a 25 million loan to buy a house in Kilimani, but she only paid back the money for 3 months. I'm like, first of all, this circle doesn't have a right to, if it's true, you don't have a right to reveal my problems to the world. Number two, even if it's true, why are you putting my business out there? Like, it's just so wrong in so many ways. Maybe you want to use that as an opportunity for me to pay back, but it's just not cool.
I guess people are also taking advantage. And the bad thing about being, I'd say, popular, or rather being famous, is you just can't keep things to yourself. You can't keep things to yourself, and people will jump at the opportunity to malign you.
Yeah, because I was like, that's like, which circle is this?
Release the girl.
Leave her alone,
please. If she has loans, that's her business.
Plus sometimes you might take a loan to do something and it just doesn't work. And then you need to do something else different that might take time to pay it back. But it comes down to also communication. If umelemewa to say something to this person so that it doesn't drive them to the point where they feel like they need to share with the world.
I don't think it's it's justified that
because unaweza
share
choka
with the world.
Sharu, unaweza choka.
Okay, nimekimbiza pesa yangu, nimekimbiza
hadi
Nairobi.
Sasa uko tu like, maybe if I tell someone, maybe no, even those ones kama ni, because this one I know someone who also someone had the loan. Ilifika point I'm like, they just had to call the folks because haulipi loan and it's a lot of money. So what do? She decides to call the folks. No, maybe there'll be a solution because umechoka. It's money that you are to put it somewhere else. It's not coming back. You have to pay in 2 months. It's now 6 months. What's going on? And now, until now, she made that call. That's when she understood what was actually going on. And if this person had just communicated what the problem is, angekuwa amenyamaza, angekuwa patient, angengoja, and it could not have gone to that point.
But still, why social media? Social media, no.
Social media, no. This one didn't go to social media.
Social media, Z. I understand. Reach out to parents, reach out to like close friends
to understand what's going on.
I rather what's going on. But social media,
I know that's
unakuja hadi na receipts.
And this is information, Aki. You guys online, if she's to ever someone, not necessarily her, if that information is put there, do you know, anaweza kuwa anataka maybe loan and it's actually she wants to do some big project, that information can affect her credibility. Like it's just
they wouldn't allow her.
It's affecting her, what is it called? Your CRB thing.
Yeah, your CRB.
It will affect.
Amewekwa kwa blacklist. Surely, okay, yeah, maybe in social media, and we can't actually just put an exact hand on it. We don't even know if they're lying about it. But still, you know, she has a life. Aziyad is a very young person, by the way. She has an entire life ahead of her, and the things that people are doing and people are saying about others, especially online, it can be so nasty, and it could mess up so many things for her.
Can be trending, you become famous, people come to your page, they comment. But do you think about how it's going to affect this person 2, 3 years, 10 years from now? Like, do you ever think?
I know you need to be very cautious and actually very aware of the things you're doing on social media, by the way.
Where
you who is ghost commenting on people's posts, telling someone about things they didn't ask you about.
So be very, also just think about jieke kwa viatu.
Jieke katika viatu.
Because if it was happening to you, how would you feel if it was you? Vaa hiyo kiatu.
You know, I'm thinking about when you told me Kiswahili should not be compulsory, and you're killing it right now. You have murdered Swahili.
Mi achana na Kiswahili hiyo.
Jieke kwa hiyo viatu.
Jiweke.
Oh God.
Wear the shoes.
Please wear that person's shoes and try and understand their situation. Be an understanding human being. The other day my brother asked me what's the biggest, or rather the greatest superpower, and I told him humanity.
Yeah, it is.
Just being humane, being kind, everything that is attributed to being a human. Be kind, be considerate, be understanding, and be aware of the things that you're doing. It's very important.
Very.
Back to the loans. When you give out a loan, please make sure that you have a guarantor, so that you don't end up going to social media to talk about someone else.
Yes.
In a bad way.
It's giving. It's not giving.
It's not giving at all.
And we're talking about serious things. Sometimes people take loans to do business, and that's different. But there's sometimes we're doing business together, and there's finances that comes with it. So what do you think is, I can't say there's like the right way or whatever it is, but do you think there's sort of like a system where people discuss. So we're friends, and it comes from how we're going to do business to sharing. What is it called?
Cost sharing.
Cost sharing. Then there's revenue sharing, because if I removed maybe 60% and you did 40%, when it comes to revenue, does it remain that way? Is it 50-50?
Is it going to change?
Does it? Because I'm looking at it in terms of maybe I removed 30%, but I'm doing most of the work anyway. You did the capital, but I'm doing the most to get the revenue.
Yeah.
So what do you think of that dynamic?
I feel like that's a very, very broad and intense topic.
Yes, it is.
It is very intense, actually. And guys, tell us if you'd like us to have an expert come join us for such a conversation. We'll be talking about friendships and business, how to cost share, how to revenue share, how to profit share, and stuff like that. And tell us in the comment section if that is something important, because I know that friends who have opened businesses which have flourished.
Yeah.
Friends who have like
just make it happen.
Yeah. Mefungua kabiashara na imeenda. So this one knows their responsibility. There's also the aspect of whose responsibility is what. There's someone who is good in finance, they're supposed to handle the finance. There's someone who's good in marketing, they're supposed to handle the marketing, and so many other aspects. But I feel that when friends decide to do something together, then it should be from a point of mutual understanding right from the beginning, right from the onset.
Yeah. The other thing this is wondering is when there's the aspect you've done biashara, it's flourishing, it's doing well. Does it sometimes affect the friendship itself? Now we just become business partners. When you're doing biashara with someone, you even forget your friends. Now
like every time you call, it's just business.
Just business.
Yeah, something like that is happening to me right now.
Like actually. Now, at a friendship in Apotea, now you just become business partners. Now I think I'm also in a serious business. I think I'll be a bit hesitant to start with a friend, because I feel like if we were friends before business, I'm scared our friendship might disappear and then everything is just business.
Like it's been diluted by the work.
No, it's
absolutely. There's something of that sort I'm going through right now. A good friend of mine, we've been together, we've known each other since 2017. We got into the same kind of business. Now I understand, like, she's a rank above me in that business, and she gets to earn from me earning. Now, every time she calls, it's usually just to talk about it. Sometimes I feel so overwhelmed. I'll be like, can we just have conversations about who you met when you went for salsa, at least? Because every time it's just calling, it's, hi, how are you? How's it going? So we're having a this and this and this and this and this. You need to put in this. And it's a lot. It's quite overwhelming for me. And how have I not told her?
That's even now.
Because I don't even know how to tell her, actually. I don't know how to tell her.
This one needs a sit down.
Yeah.
Like, now, let's go for lunch. Because that's now one thing that I'll be scared about. I feel like we'll end up, if we're doing business, every time it's either we're talking about marketing, how are we bringing more revenue, there's revenue, how are we sharing? Like, I feel like it will just be now business. But I'm sure there are people who are doing amazing at how just balancing the whole business friendship. And if you're interested in joining and coming to just tell us how you're doing it, and you like experience and you're doing it like really well.
Yeah.
Because as friends, I feel like we should do things together and not just do things with other people. So yeah, I'm curious.
It would be great to have friends who have made something together and it's flourishing come over and
they have a good
that
balance.
Conversation.
Cindy,
yeah.
Is it you?
If it's you, to DM.
Talk to us.
To DM too.
Hey.
To DM, oh yeah.
Tell us the secrets, Cindy, because we also want
we will invite you to.
Yeah. So, this one is, I know people are not gonna be happy about this. we're talking about business, and a lot of us, we're doing side hustles and we have different things we're doing, either we're selling, whatever. And then we have friends and supporting our businesses. Ish, yawa. Hey. Tunachia to each other. Oh wow, it's so beautiful.
Go you. I go you. Jesus. Okay, kuna motivation part of it, which is nice. Thanks so much. Thank you so much for motivating me. But Jamani, is that all you can do?
Right?
Yeah.
And it's not just about you purchasing. I would really love, and it's even like our podcast right now.
Yeah.
I can assure you, the friends that I will share with and the strangers that I'll share with, the strangers will subscribe more than friends. I'm not hating, but it's just true.
Ni ukweli,
guys. I don't know why we do that. Like you see, it's like, and then you tell me, oh wow, it's so beautiful. You guys are doing great work.
We know we are doing great work. Trust me, we know, Tabitha, we are doing great work. But it wouldn't kill you. It's not going to burn your finger if you just hit that subscribe button.
Refer someone. Like, let me. This is a very personal. You remember the time I was selling kids' clothes? Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'd shared with friends in uni, and people will see. And then there was this one person. I won't call them my friend. They're not tight, but we're not tight. But they have children, and you've gone and you've bought things that I sell, and you tell me, and you're asking me, where can I find? I read that message twice. I'm like, don't you literally liked what I'm doing and you said you'll support me, but now you're asking me, also I have bought this, but I'm looking for 1, 2, 3. Which shop can you recommend me? That was the sentence. And I was like, huh? But I know at this point you're supposed to market yourself, but nilimwambia tu I don't know. Because I was like, huh? Are you not the same person who always like the things and like, oh, they're so cute? Oh, and then you're like, which I'm okay recommending. If it's something I don't do, I'll be like, try this. It's something I do. You're always liking and telling me they're cute, but you're asking for a recommendation. Ama, you wanted me to recommend myself. That comment took me off. She's not my friend, but I was taken back. I was like, are you trying to ama alikuwa ananipa opportunity ya kujimarket?
Probably. Let's assume she or he was trying to be a good person and give you that opportunity to just say I'm doing it. Maybe, but still, you've seen and you've said that
you've commented, and then you're asking me. I found that a bit off. Anyway, back to friends supporting businesses. And it doesn't have to be you're purchasing something. You can recommend. Let's use recommendation. Like someone is asking, oh, I'm looking for, let me say, books. And I know a friend. Hata kama si lazima kuwe close friend. It's someone I know and they sell books.
Yeah.
How about they be the first recommendation before you suggest others? I know someone who does this. Unless they're not good at it and you're not so sure if they'll do a good job, then don't. Because now there's that you're like, I'm not so sure they'll deliver. Maybe you'll be a bit taken back. But if you know this person does a really good job, why don't you guys recommend your friends? Are you afraid of them flourishing, or what usually happens?
It's not really being afraid of anyone flourishing. I just feel like it's in my language you call it nego. It's that jealousy, the inward one. You can't explain it, but you're like, why should I? You definitely should. Because if you don't, then others will support, and you will need my support one day. Will I support you?
No. I'd be so happy if I receive a message. I'm like, oh, my friend Jerry recommended me. Next time maybe unanunua niza kupea discount. Do you know how those things make us happy?
Yeah.
Like, my friend. Oh wow. Just support your friends' biashara.
Watu wakwe supportive. If you can't buy, share.
Recommend something. Like, why would you recommend others and not the person you actually know?
I know. Please. So let's work on sharing and recommending the businesses our friends are doing, because if your friend makes money, you probably are making money as well.
Yeah.
If you look at it carefully, you are making money too.
Yeah. So let's money and friendship is a topic that a lot of us, I think, maybe we openly don't talk about.
Yeah.
But let's make it an open discussion. Let's communicate to our friends, let them know. Oh, especially loans. I feel like that's a very big one that we've talked about. When it comes to doing business, get to understand what are your expectations. What do you expect me to do? What are, like, all those nitty gritty things that we ignore, and then we end sometimes. It leads us to a very compromising situation.
Yeah.
So, and I think most conversation just comes back also to communication. I feel like we just need to talk about communication. It's a whole thing that as humans, some are doing great and some of us are not doing so great. Yeah. So tell us some of the things that you are doing that is keeping your friendship and money they're on
not
the
coming
same
in between you guys.
Because I'm sure there are people who are doing amazing. Like, having issues, you're just like, you need a sour because you're cool.
Yeah, you understand each other.
Yeah, so we'll tell us how it is. And I love this talk.
Yeah, it's been a beautiful conversation, and definitely it has opened the door to need to know more, especially how to handle friendships and finances. And like I had said before, if you're an expert in this, you are open to, we are giving an open invite for you to share your comments, for you to share your insights, and maybe if you're good at it, if you figured it out with your friend on how to handle finances and your friendship together, then definitely share within the comments. I have been your host, Sharon.
Yay! Shiko, it was very lovely, and thank you for watching all through.
Lovely.
It's nice.
Remember to subscribe to our TikTok, YouTube, and Instagram at the T's and Q's podcast.
Your support means a lot to us.
Nyinyi ndo wale friends tumesema mshare,
si ndio?
But
najua una share, si ndio? You're sharing.
Are you sharing? Just share. Please share. I like you. Just share.
Yes. It was lovely. Have a beautiful, beautiful weekend.
Bye, guys.
Ciao.